73rd meeting of these two clubs, and just separated by one win. Penrith 36, Raiders 35, one draw. Let's get this round underway on Fox League. Every game, every weekend, live right here. We start off in the nation's capital as Regan Campbell-Gillard with the first run. We'll cover, we'll open it up how many kilometres we cover for this round, but it is plenty over the next 4 days, including matches coming your way from as far north as Darwin and even across Christchurch tomorrow. 5 penalties in Origin 1, 1 penalty here after 28 seconds.
It didn't take long, did it, Vossi? Ciasoliola lying all over the ruck, Trent Merrin. And they get a penalty. The Penrith Panthers march on down the field. Canberra.
Well, it's an easy piggy back upfield as Harawira-Naera takes the run, so Penrith find themselves without having done a whole lot of work inside Canberra's half. James Fisher-Harris to the 40. Again, this is the case just every game these days. Big Kiwi influence and not too far away from the New Zealand-England Test match. Cleary has a touch. 25 away from the Raiders line. And Havili sending them through Merrin and Maloney. It's an early raid for Yo. Canberra under pressure. 9 metres from the line. Peachey sure to have more minutes than he had down in Melbourne. Campbell-Gillard, well, one Raider's been left behind here. This is early troubles for Canberra at every moment. Joey Leilua down.
Campbell-Gillard?
Yeah, he's just got that ability, Regan Campbell-Gillard. As he hits the defensive line, just turns the hip. Peachey got that completely wrong. Come off second best, and I'm sure he'll be off with the HIA. There it is there. Just caught that.
He gets his head in the wrong position. I know it's only the first set of the game, but it's fast and it's furious, and it's been a very, very, very quick start from the Penrith Panthers. They got the early penalty. Campbell-Gillard already taking a strong hit up and bumping off Leilua. Ominous signs early. They need to aim up early, Canberra. Really important, this next tackle.
You talk about those 4 Origin players backing up, but that's one thing. But the other inspiration the players get out of that is amazing. They know that they're doing a job for them, and they all fire up. And you looked at Trent Merrin's first run there, and until they're up for it.
Well, Elliot Whitehead, you would think, would be shifted out to the centre, but the strike of Leilua is lost without Canberra touching the ball. Early sign is it's going to be very hard for Joey to pass the test, one would think. He is well and truly rattled. And you saw the shot of Ricky Stewart, what a coach has to suddenly work with and redeploy. And you know, you're 90 seconds into a big game. We're talking about campaigns being on the line, even though we're only in round 14, and you lose a star like that. So what a test. And Penrith, in the meantime, right on the attack, and Cleary's kick out towards the wing of Kotrick. It's batted back. Play on Panthers. Crichton past Harawira-Naera onto it. Well done, Canberra. Raiders have hung on. That will boost the confidence. So Whitehead has gone to right centre. And Bateman, the player, thrown into the game early. Megan Barnard on the sideline will keep us updated on any news with Joey Leilua. In fact, we might go down to Megan right now because we're nice and cosy up in the commentary box. You've got to endure single-figure temperatures tonight.
I'll tell you what, Bossy, it's cold, it's rainy, it's gloomy, it's greasy, but it is Canberra, so, well, we wouldn't expect anything less. But it's also a venue that, well, it hasn't been a happy hunting ground, I should say, for the Panthers, only winning a third of matches played here. So with their star players battered and bruised after Origin, there is no better time for the Raiders to strike.
Caesar with the Raiders' first kick, and Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. We've got a competition of some wonderful fullbacks, but this fellow has been in supreme form with the number 1 on his back. Was able to move on from the loss of the equally impressive Dylan Edwards. He's been very good, the number 1, and that is his preferred position. He's making the most of it. Now Peachey, right in the middle of traffic here. Bateman involved in the tackle there. Dynamis Louis, who's a milestone man tonight. The man again in that tackle. Not effective though. Merrin able to offload. Campbell-Gillard onto Yo. Yo's got rid of Rapana. Dynamis Louis playing game 100 here tonight. And again for Campbell Gillard, he's certainly ripping in. Game, 48 hours on from Origin. Maloney kicks and chases. Doesn't get the bounce, got the kick to the outside. And somehow Raiders, they haven't cleaned up. Well, I thought it was going to be well and truly cleaned up. Peachey has claimed it. Was he onside from the second Maloney kick? They will have to check that.
Just make sure, we need to go back to the kick. Make sure there's the first one. Make sure there's no knock-on from James Maloney. Through to this one here, please, mate.
Okay, so we're looking for the knock-on. The first knock-on here from James Maloney. Kick. And then the onside or offside. He doesn't touch it. It's play on. Nice kick from James Maloney. Good vision, just in behind the defensive line. And he realises he's not going to make this. He's not going to get to this.
We are playing on at this moment.
With his hands, so he kicks it forward. Peachey is onside.
James Maloney, it is still play on.
So let's see.
From the second kick, all players are onside.
Phillips is onside. He's onside easily. Now, Rapana does a great job to get to the ball first, but he knocks it on. Peachey, he can find the try line. He's always around the ball. Peachey gets to this, and I have a feeling he scores. Let's take a look. It's play on from here.
By Canberra, continue to play on.
Peachey picks up the ball, and he tries to he gets it over, and he's on the line, and that's a try.
Yeah, I can't find any problems with that at all. We've examined the lot. And I don't think we need to go to any more replays, to be perfectly frank. You're surely not going to call it double movement. And or are they saying the ball's rolled under the body?
And grounds the ball in the in-goal area.
There's your decision. Braithen Astor ready for the bunker in retirement. But Penrith have the first try, and Tyrone Peachey. Yeah, things happen around the Panthers' number 3.
Well, you had to tell a story there. There was a lot to look at, wasn't there? But a greasy ball on the ground here at the GIO Stadium. And that man, Tyrone Peachey, doesn't mind getting down and dirty. He's a player, isn't he, Tyrone? His personality, what makes him a good player, because he's just a will-o'-the-wisp sort of player. Turns up, pops up, doesn't care where he plays. He's just an out-and-out footy player, and that's just a Tyrone Peachey try.
5 tries for the season, and more troubles for Ricky Stewart. Leilua's in the sheds. And now first try conceded 4 minutes in. One of the many highlights going into this match tonight too, the goal-kicking shootout. If it stays tight, to have Maloney against Croker and Cleary waiting in the wings. We are blessed by 3 80% plus kickers on show here tonight. Part of me hopes that it is close, and we are looking at a sideline conversion later on tonight to settle things. First one from the left-hand touchline for Maloney, and Maloney with a little bit of slice, not his best. And a 4-0 scoreline, just more on Tyrone Peachey. Danny, just in camp, tell us about it, what he was like when he got there first Origin match.
Yeah, didn't know much about Tyrone, but after the 8 days we spent together, I knew a lot about him. He's a sort of player that I really wanted to get to know, and I just love the way he goes about his work, and to have him in camp was an absolute out-and-out pleasure. He didn't get much time, but he was there to cover all bases, and he got on for Roberts at the end of the match, probably about 8 minutes, which is good to see, but he's just such a versatile player.
So the competition leaders off to the start here. And the warm Penrith fans, when you have scored the first try this year, you've won all 5 previous occasions when that has happened. Campbell Gillard with a run back. Now they can come from behind as well. That was established right from round 1 this year. And they could pay to Parramatta from 14 down. Merrin's had a strong start as well. It's old-fashioned platform being laid here by Penrith, albeit with a fair deal of possession. They've had 80% of the ball. Penrith early, ball is lost. And the Panthers win that lottery.
They can ill afford this. This hurts the Canberra Raiders a lot. Momentum with the Penrith Panthers is extremely dangerous with the firepower they do have across the park.
Yeah, this is just grab on and hang on at the moment for Canberra. You just got to try and ride this out without too much damage on the scoreboard. You've got to believe possession flow will turn, but It's now 81% of the ball. They've completed 5 sets, and Canberra have had it for 1 set through the opening 6 minutes of play. Here's Cleary. Oh, not good. Out the back, and the Raiders with a chance. Parley was thereabouts, but couldn't get to it. And Peachey onto it. 25 metres away from the line. Your Friday night double starts here in Canberra. Then we're off to the Gold Coast with the Titans against the Rabbits tonight. The only place you can see both games. Fox League. Yeo on that left edge. Whitehead slams him into the turf with Austin. Last play, Panthers. Maloney's kick across the face. Croker's there. The captain has it. He's lifted. Look at this. They're pushing one way always. Is all that allowed? Can you have
Penrith? 2 Penrith.
I don't think I've ever seen 4 players pushing a teammate back in the field of play. But are they interfering with the defence? Is there been an escorting play? You tell me.
Well, that's a tough one. Again, Caesar is there. We see this every week, every game. He's around the ball. He's protecting his player. Look at Evans. This was a great effort by Harry and I, but also from Jack Whiten and the Canberra Raiders to help out their teammate, their captain Croker, to keep him in the field of play. This is a tough one. That's a tough call, I believe.
So it is against Caesar, is it, boys?
It's against Caesar. It's for escorting off the ball, which, again, we see it so often, and we don't always see the penalty blown.
Well, the sideline official, we are told, is where the communication come from. That I don't think that Watene Zelezniak was anywhere near where the ball was coming down.
He was nowhere near the ball, and that's where it comes. That's where the referees have got to use their discretion, because they're close to the action. They're as close as you can get.
Casey Badger had the call, and that is the way she saw it, and communicated that to Henry Perinara. I thought there could have, I mean, that's an extraordinary shot.
It's like a rugby line out.
See, if an attacking player comes into contact with a defender, you can't interfere with them doing their work. Yes, you can help a teammate pushing him one way, but you can't actually touch. I thought they could have found a penalty in that.
Well, down the other end of the field, if you were to push your player over the try line, it's no try. So probably similar. And the fans aren't happy.
And that's 3 penalties against the home team. One of their blowing up. Luke Bateman there, a bit of claret coming out of the head. But yeah, they get him out of trouble twice down the half of the Panthers, and then that one there. So they need to resurrect that. They need to turn it around. That's a few discipline areas. But Watene Zelezniak, that looked spectacular, but I don't think that was a penalty.
Well, we're getting the full wardrobe here. I don't know whether that was the greatest idea. Put the bandage on, then pull the jumper over the bandage, and now we're going to apply that. This is quite the look, isn't it, for Bateman? The eventful night continues for Canberra. The jersey's off. We're treating him.
It is Origin time, Voss. Remember the staple gun? Oh. That used to be brought out back in the day. That was amazing, wasn't it?
Well, as the story goes, well, we've got a chance. In camp, John Orchard, who was the doctor, we're told he actually stapled his own head to show that it doesn't hurt. It's just a true story in front of the players.
Just on this here, why can't Bateman move to the side of the post, get treated while James Maloney kicks the ball, and then we don't have to wait around so long here, Vossi?
Congratulations, Braithen, new CEO of the NRL. Very straightforward thinking. Or boss of the referees, or whatever you want. I can't beat your common sense play there.
He's standing right underneath the black dot, which is restricting Maloney for taking the kick. To step aside. Let's move on.
This has gone way too long.
It's ridiculous.
This has gone way too long. Talk about stoppages in the game. That was beyond the pale. The amount of time there for a head cut. It's not life-threatening. He's not going for HIA. It's just treating the cut and changing a jersey. So now for Maloney and 6-0 with rain falling here. It could just about be snow. It is 6-0. Panthers in front. Their 22nd penalty goal of the season. Only the Dragons have kicked more. And they're the top 2 teams.
Yep, equal top and 20 points. Both the teams, the Dragons and the Panthers. On the back of, like you said, goal kicking and their ruck speed. Both teams play the ball very quickly, along with South. Top 4 teams play the ball very quickly. Just watch the way they do go about their work here, the Penrith Panthers.
And by the way, you know I'm against the penalty goal, but the third most penalty goals kicked this year is by South Sydney. There's your top 3 teams in the league. Just a little stat produced from the Fox Sports Lab. You get all the big numbers. And now the Panthers with it. Fisher Harris. Love the way he plays the game. He's every run like his life depends on it. Katoa's done a good job as starting number 9, and Merrin outside the 30. Katoa's 4th time in the starting 13 tonight, but down the track I think he's a permanent fixture. And Maloney over the 40. So we get to 8.5 minutes, and the Raiders have had 1 set. The only other time they touched the ball was Croker catching the bomb and then being penalised. Penrith are 7 from 7, 86% of the ball by the numbers. And the Raiders won't touch it here until they feed the scrum.
What a beautiful kick from James Maloney. Looks battered and bruised there, especially that ear. How sore would that be, Braith, on a cold night? That little right tip of his right ear. That's a great experienced play from James Maloney.
He always looks battered and bruised. He always looks battered. This is a left foot kick, guys. Left foot kick from James Maloney. He's a right foot kicker. His first 3 kicks of this game have been spot on. You couldn't ask for any better.
Debut as a 23-year-old James Maloney. He turns 32 next week. Has he ever played better? You're talking about your late bloomers as playmakers. 23 was when he first appeared in the top grade down at Melbourne, very fleetingly. Now Blake Austin with the angled scrum feed. And Rapana through 1 tackle. He is a tackle buster. Finally, Canberra have some possession. And play on the call as Rapana then loses the ball. Well, what about that?
Well, they back 10.
Ricky may cry. Crichton has it, but that is terribly deflating.
Oh, extremely unlucky.
So the possession stats, have we ever had a side get to 90% of the ball through 11 or 12 minutes? I'm going to say no, we haven't. Not at this level. Now Katoa and Cleary and Maloney. He goes along with Tenny Zalesniak. And, this is rubbing the Raiders fans up the wrong way. Penrith get the penalty. Canberra thought they were entitled to one.
This is on Shannon Boyd taking out Cleary. Shannon Boyd taking out Cleary after he throws the pass.
Braith, in 10.5 minutes, we've equalled the penalty count from Origin 1.
But it's still the same rules, isn't it?
I thought so.
Oh, okay.
You're the boss of the game. Mate, you're the boss.
There must be a fair bit of chat going on out there. He looked pretty angry there, Henry Perinara. He knows he's under the pump. But that little play back there where Rapana tapped it, and they just slow it down there, didn't they? They're under the pump. They just need to slow it down and come with an arrow. Have a look at this inside pressure from big Shannon Boyd.
Well, you know, it is highlighted at the moment, obviously off the back of the JT instances that we've seen the last few weeks. You know,
I can't penalise him for that.
No,
He's absolutely committed, and it's good ball play by Cleary, passing at the moment. The big, you know, that's what playmakers do, isn't it?
Yeah, I think if he's going to make the tackle, and this is the play here from Rapana.
Let's see if Peachey gets back on side, because Peachey is the one that makes the one-on-one steal. So Peachey's retreating now. He takes off. Is he back 10 metres? Ooh, close.
But he wasn't, was he?
No.
He was not.
They are getting some tough calls early on here, the Raiders. Some really, really tough calls.
The green machine not getting the rub of the green.
It'll swing. It'll swing.
And Maloney does another number on them. 8-0 scoreline. It's fired up the crowd, that's for sure.
He's got the poker face on Ricky. He wants to throw that chair, for sure.
When have we had a chair thrown inside 11 minutes of a game? But there you go. The life of a coach.
Stay behind.
Not looking good for Joey Leilua either. Remains in the sheds for the Raiders. So Croker will restart play. More ball for the Panthers, and yet another run for Regan Campbell-Gillard. His 7th of the evening in 11 and a bit minutes.
Bossy, just an update for you on BJ Leilua. He has not passed that HIA. His night is over.
Well, that's dreadful news for Joey in Canberra. Faray along for Crichton. 11th game in the top grade tonight for this young Penrith right winger. Faray short of halfway. Talk about Origin, but you know, playing for test places for New Zealand, vital and important for plenty this weekend. Not far away from that side being picked. Now Whiten with it for the Raiders. Found themselves getting through to the end of a tackle count once. Oh, Rapana. Well, that's poor play by Rapana, planting the ball on the ground. He just had to allow the referee to do his work, kick to his feet to play the ball.
Jared, that's enough.
You must rise with the ball, Jordan.
Yeah, take a couple deep
I'm not
breaths,
copying it from you.
Jordan,
That's enough.
and
I'm
his
telling you now,
Canberra
that's
teammates a bit flustered at the moment. They know they're under the pump. You just got to get through your set, get to your kick, and then try and defend. Look at that, 10 from 10 from the Panthers and 2 from 5. What are they? 18% possession.
Well, they're in total control, and they have had the rub of the green, Penrith, but they've made the most of it. Their control, they've completed every set as we just mentioned, but their kicking game again from James Maloney kicks it into a corner, makes them have to bring it out of their own end, and it's very difficult with a side like the Penrith Panthers up against you.
Naira. Tackle one, 21 metres away from the Canberra line, the other end of the field, where you only see the ball at the kickoff reception so far tonight. Fisher Harris to play it. Front of the post, 15 away. Katoa on for Cleary, delivering short this time. Campbell Gillard with it. Papali there, Austin there, Bateman there. Now they're only 5 away. Already with a try on the board. Merrin to Cleary, keeps it going along with Tenny Zalesniak. Faray was close, good defence Canberra. Croker there with Caesar. Through 4 tackles, Cleary floating pass. And Merrin on the bounce, almost through, and almost had the right arm free as well. Last tackle, and Sione Katoa's kick. What a relief for Canberra that is.
He's got skill, Katoa. He goes Croker. They need to complete this set. Calm down and get to the end of the set.
So 83% of the ball for Penrith through 26 minutes and 11 from 11 completed sets. Canberra yet to have a play the ball inside Penrith's half. They're close. Here it is. Here's the milestone. Hit up from Boyd. Provided he doesn't drop it, this will be their first play the ball in Penrith's end. So Caesar pushes along. Austin delivers a ball. The big figure of Papali through the front line. Thunders downfield. The Raiders now 15 away. Having got that goal of fighting their way into the Panthers half. Regan Campbell-Gillard wants to souvenir Shannon Boyd's jersey by the look of it. Caesar goes left. Austin, pass out to Kotrick. Oh, how good is this wonder kid? Nick Kotrick. He's still growing, you know. He's a monster. What a try.
What a set of 6. What an amazing set of 6 to go from one end of the field to the other. They show great character. Caesar out the back to Austin. He hits Kotrick. He's too big. He's too strong from that far out. An amazing hit back. Showing enormous courage. 20% possession. No footy whatsoever. They march down 100 metres and they hit back. Great try from Kotrick.
See that body position from Kotrick? Looked like he was going to go in and make contact with Crichton. Sort of just shimmied on him. Did make contact and he spun into the corner. He just has that ability. 2 tries 2 weeks ago in their last round match. 4 line breaks, I think, as well to go with it. He's an out-and-out star, this kid. Everything beckons for him.
Tries 5 straight matches, scored 3 tries against the Panthers in 2 games last year. So he's got a little tally going against Penrith. What a young player he is.
How many times do you find that where you're attacking the other opposition's line for the majority of time and all of a sudden you go down and you have to defend and you get scored on? It does happen a bit.
And Betsy, it just showed great character from Canberra. They've had no ball. They're behind in the penalty count. They've made 3 more errors. And they've gone the length of the field, and what was so encouraging about that is their halves, Caesar and Oster, had some nice touches. Their forwards still full of energy. They haven't had the footy to still march on 100 metres and put on an attacking display like that. It's huge.
They've had the ball for 12 tackles.
Huge.
They've held the ball for 12 completed tackles. I'm not talking sets here, I'm talking tackles. 12 tackles they have had in 16 minutes.
CEO of referees, can you talk to me about this other one, this blood bin we've got going on here, Braith?
Again.
I don't know. I didn't know about this rule that we have to stop the game.
Well, they have no impact on the game. They are nowhere near the kick beds.
This is a conversion attempt.
I've never seen this.
Just we're sitting around on a cold night doing nothing. The Raiders actually, and I congratulate them for they got a promotion tonight. That following this game, the Open Women's Rugby League is being played. The Gungahlin Bulls playing the Queanbeyan Roos, but with too many delays, they won't kick off till 10 o'clock. So I hope they get on and people stick around for it. Over to Jared Croker. So we get our goal-kicking shootout. Sideline conversions for both kickers first up. Here he is, the Raiders captain. Pull it back by 2. Have a look at that. 3 pizzas in Golden. And he's shot there. I don't think I've got licence to say that, but it is 8 points to 6. Panthers over the Raiders. And what about Sunday, fellas? Fox Sports main event, Horn v Crawford. It is colossal. On the MGM Grand in Vegas. Sunday, 10 a.m, live, channel 507. You can order now at mainevent.com.au. Good luck to the Hornet. Some of the figures, they talk about $2 million payday this fight, win this one, $5 million the next. Is that what Freddie gets for winning Origin? I don't think it does. Louis on the restart for Canberra. And, they've done extremely well. So if you missed the news, you were late joining us. Leilua gone inside 90 seconds. He's failed his HIA, so he's out for the night. Now Croker with the ball. And could have almost got a penalty. Fisher Harris slow to release. And, up to halfway they go. Caesar spreading it nicely. Austin, Whitehead under Rapana. Running at Phillips. Last tackle Raiders. Nice quick play the ball too from Rapana. And Austin's kick. This will test them. Crichton underneath it. It bounces up high. It's on for the Raiders. Soliola scrambling to get to it. Havili's over there. Where'd he come from? Saliva Havili latched onto it.
On there, Bucks.
But in all of that, a little bit of premature excitement there.
Yeah, it's been a really good start from Blake Austin. He's had some good touches. His defence has been on. It's been physical early. It's a nice kick here from him. Kotrick makes a huge play at it. He makes it an even better kick. Soliola gets to the ball, throws it out the back to Havili, but it was a dead end.
Dead end indeed.
Release now.
One stat the Canberra Raiders do have in 2018, they have scored 16 points or more in every game they've played this season. And, you know, just based on that, you've got to back them to get that figure again. So, I mean...
And that's the first try conceded by Penrith in three games, the last 3 matches. So, Canberra looking good early on.
Now along to Cleary. With a little bit of room, Harawira-Naira with it. Goes inside the 40, last tackle, Panthers. Cleary away to put up this bomb. Whiten has called for it. As well, Jack Whiten.
10 metres.
And we've got a penalty for offside as well.
It's funny how things turn around, isn't it? It always swings around. That's why you've got to keep your cool. Keep your cool and you'll get your turn. See a little bit of possession going the Canberra Raiders' way.
I don't think you're taken up with our ref's boss here, Braithen Astor, what you're implying there. But that is the 6th penalty, and we'll move on from it, but that is now one more than we had in Origin Wednesday night. And we'll leave that there. So here's Soliola with the ball for Canberra. 40 away from the Panthers line. Titans Rabbits later on tonight, right here on Fox League. Winters Friday night, starting a long weekend, great double. Now Austin stumbling there. Doonside Jr. up against his first club. Canberra trying to chip away through the centre there. It's Campbell-Gillard and Qatar on Bateman, who's now wearing like a skate cap. As the ball comes across Whiten, Croker's flick, play on, he dropped it onto the boot, Cochran. He can do it all.
Oh, he should have taken that one. We've given him a huge rap before the game. During the game, he scored the first try. He should have scored the second. That pass was a beauty from Croker. Unbelievable hands from Whiten onto Croker. Flicks it. Can't believe he dropped it. He's human. He is human.
Skill personified from Jared Croker. I mean, that replay is in slow motion and you still missed it.
That was
it happened so
class.
quick.
That was class. Unlucky.
So Campbell-Gillard off after 20, and that was 7 hit-ups and just the 4 tackles. So they had to do a whole lot. Tamo out there. He's the most experienced bench player across either team. Young Egan and Ellis, rookies on the Penrith bench. Beard comes in handy on a cold night in Canberra. And now Cleary with it, probing. Only one away from the Raiders line. Katoa takes him to right. Oh, Maloney goes under the clothesline. And Bateman, he probably can't, or rather, Boyd, I don't think they can see under the bandage, to be honest. Perhaps. It was right over the top of Maloney's head. Now Cleary's bomb. This is out towards Rapana. It's come back the way of Canberra somehow. And there you go. Papali bumping his way forward.
He had an unmarked Whitehead just tearing through the middle. He's got a leg pull. And the Panthers hasn't turned around. That's the penalties now. Evened up pretty much.
So the bandaging on Boyd and Bateman at the moment. It's certainly not a fashion statement. The ball is with Kotrick headed centre field. Quite unbelievable if Canberra hit the front shortly, trailing by 2. There's Boyd with a juggle. Big Shannon. Inside the 20 they go. And why not attack the left? Croker and Kotrick's side. Whiten! Wow! Whiten stretched out and bounced it. Bounced it in the keyhole.
Then go and knocked it on. You knocked it on, mate.
See, he's well there to get even in half a position to try and put that ball down. Jack Whiten.
And the shot clock was on, yes.
He's always going to be a little bit optimistic to get the ball over the line. Look at that, just cherry picking there. Big Papali, big Papa.
Yeah, Whitehead was on the left-hand side here. Whiten, it was an enormous run, but the temptation was all too much for him. He was always going to be short. He knows he's frustrated. He should have just tucked that one back in, quick play the ball. They were on the attack.
6 completed sets, Canberra. 13 of 13 completed for Penrith. But the Canberra side in this to their eyeballs this game, they are really showing some spirit here.
This is the best they've looked in attack all year. It's only early, but so far, the first 23 minutes, they look dangerous at every angle.
And that's despite the fact you've got forwards like Papali's made 17 tackles, Boyd's made 19, Havili 13, Soliola. They're all in double figures. Bateman, who came on early, has made 11. You know, they've had a high work rate.
And Leilua was off the field also.
Competition leaders have a test here tonight, and they expected nothing less. Across to Cleary to kick. He's gathered it in. He ended up outside the 40. I thought when he got it, if he gets it cleanly, he kicks from inside the 40.
Yeah. In this weather, it just skims. Just didn't execute that. Came very close. There's only one more roll to the left. We've got that, and it would have been a big turning point for his team.
But was he inside or outside?
I think he was
inside. I thought he might have just had a little bobble, and that took him over the 40.
Are you?
Doesn't matter anyway. They've ruled just outside the 20.
Again, though, it's great game management and game awareness. You know, they've been under the pump. Canberra, we've just spoken about how good they look in attack. They've just had they're evening up the possession statistics. And he has a great feel for the game, Cleary, to kick it over the sideline and give his side a bit of a rest.
Shot clock off. Ball in.
By the way, we put up the supers on screen. Braithen Astor, 2001 Dally M Rookie of the Year. Does it make you feel good to know that Nick Cotric was one when you won that? The rookie of the year last season.
It doesn't, Bossy. Makes me feel very old. Gray.
Boyd will get inside a penalty. And now Bealey, well, you've taken the tap, Saliba, you've got to go. You've got to go. You've taken the tap.
Run.
And then he stood there. They could have walked up and smashed him. Saliba.
He outsmarted himself.
He certainly did. 3 metres away from the line. Curious moment involving Saliba Havili. Raiders have another opportunity. Caesar along Papali's been really good, and then Austin with a little spurt there. They are causing troubles for this Penrith defence. Caesar back to centre field with Liam Knight now onto the field. Boyd is off for Canberra. Slow play the ball, no penalty there. And on the last, they're going to be caught in possession.
Stay there,
Like Austin.
Hey, Six, let it go.
That's the difference. That's
not
the
going to be
little
quick. Let it go, Blake.
difference between these two sets of halves. I find their fifth tackle options, so much control, precision from the Penrith Panthers halves. That's why they've had such the season that they have. The Raiders, that's where it lets them down a little bit, Betsy, don't you think?
Yeah, he's still got one of the best dummies in the competition, hasn't he? Blake Austin tried his bit there, but too smart, a really good edge back rower. But they've gone for the bench. Gone on to big Viliami Kickout and Cade Ellis. So there'll be a lot more punch. Here he is now, big Kickout.
Yeah, look at that. First run. Straight up the centre. And for Ellis, only his third game in the top grade. As now Panthers through, but I think they've overestimated the height of Tyrone Phillips. He's not 11 foot tall. He was very little chance of roping that one in.
Nice little inside play there for Maloney. Pushing up on the inside was Tony Lesniak. What's he come up with here? Just an execution pass once again. Take the tackle in this sort of weather. Don't try and push the pass.
It's their first error for the night, fellas, through 26.5 minutes.
All right, boys, let's warm up. James.
There's your competition leaders.
Yeah, around you. Thanks, boys.
That's high percentage, isn't it?
Tight, arms around. Saliva.
High percentage rugby league.
Shot clock off weight there, James.
A try
Ball
apiece
in.
so far tonight.
I know it doesn't say it on the scoreboard, but the back end of this game, the 20 minutes with the amount of juice they've sucked out of Canberra, come back and knock them out.
Across to Croker. He knows, got to stay well clear of those sidelines. You really don't want to hit the grass anywhere within 5 of the touchline on a slippery night like this.
It's like an extra player. Showing the sideline, throw him out.
Now just outside the 40. And Dynamis Louis with that play the ball, and then Caesar drawing defenders in. Playmakers putting their stamp on the match for their respective teams. Bateman, Queenslander, good player. Last tackle, Canberra. 25 away, and Caesar, they're going to do a little run-around play in the last. Caesar runs into Hallowura-Naira. Now they manufacture a kick, and Cleary is there.
You spoke about it, Braith, down there with Caesar, before in Austin, the halves. What sort of play were they coming up with there?
It's a shocking play. Danny,
Play 5.
I mean, he's either going to kick it early or it's a two-pass from one half to the other. You know, hitting your back rower at the line on the last tackle. When you're playing so fast, you're playing so direct, you're starting to get on top. As we see Leilua there in the corner, he's out of the game with a HIA. He didn't pass the HIA, head knock, he's gone for the rest of the game. That's why the kicking game from the halves has got to be better than it is.
Haven't looked like getting a repeat set, Canberra. Now for kick out, oh, well handled by the Canberra defence there. That's Whitehead out the centres with Austin. Last tackle, Penrith. Oh, they've got the man in the air there, the kicker. Cleary and Whiten will run back with it. And now, the Raiders, they didn't get their head on there. Whiten got up with a push, and they got the ball. Old coach told me it doesn't matter if they scratch your eyes out. You keep your hands down. And now they play the ball well. Played into the man on the ground, not thrown into the man on the ground. Well, there you go. There's a...
James.
We didn't clarify that.
Too many penalties.
Smart
You need to
from
fix it
Rapana.
now. Too many.
now they get the warning, Penrith, and you said it, Vossi, he doesn't throw the ball into him, he plays it.
He plays it as hard and fast as he can. So now we've got another one to deal with. Cost of the referee's break.
Please don't make a trend of it, players. We don't want to see that in our game.
The grey is the new black, and now playing the ball hard into a defender on the ground is the new pass into the defender on the ground.
No wonder he's got no hair, Todd Greenberg.
So Canberra with the ball, 19 away. 10.5 minutes away from halftime. Plenty of entertainment first half. Papali has been great for the Raiders. 7 from the line. Whitehead, Austin, lined up deep left. Havili, Caesar, caught by Cleary. It ends there for Canberra. Wasn't their slickest backline move. Havili will keep them going short side. Austin this time gets a kick through. Soliola trying to wind back his days in the centre.
Well done, Blake Austin. Exactly what the team was asking, and I'm sure the man sitting down there, Ricky Stewart, was pleading. Build a bit of pressure. Nice little kick off the outside of the foot.
You're much better. Really controlled kick, building pressure on the opposition. This is what they need. That's what they want.
So penalties got out to 5-1. Possession got out to 85% to 15. Now penalties are 5-4. Possession is 57-43. It's remarkable how things square up. Oh, and then the Raiders.
Take the scrum backs.
What a
And
moment
shot clock is
for the ball to be put down. They get the repeat set. The repeat set lasts all of a split second, and poor old Liam Knight, well, he wants his night to start back over again.
Well, that's demoralising for Liam Knight, but also for the Canberra Raiders. It's finally they put a beautiful kick in. They get a repeat set of 6, and then that happens. It's tough to handle.
Had some swings and roundabouts here tonight, haven't we? There's been some big changes in momentum and possession. None more than that.
And that hurts. So well constructed to get the repeat set. So Penrith have the ball, and what's more, it's already just short of halfway. Martini Zalesniak. That's there by Bateman across to Harawira Naira. It's just right across the park, the contributors to the Panthers' efforts this year. It's Farray to centre field for Yo. Inside the 30, 8 minutes remaining in this first half, 2-point ball game. Maloney caught by Knight. He'll be a relieved man if they get through this set in defence. Liam Knight. And there it is. Yeah, he'll feel pretty good now.
Take the scrum back.
Liam Knight, they go straight to him. He was involved in the tackle. The ball ends up on the deck, and Canberra will get the scrum feed.
He just slips out the side of the hand here. I think from James Maloney, just getting up to play it. James Maloney taking the line on.
Clock's on,
Runners
James.
inside and out. Just getting up here.
Canberra, clock's on, let's go.
Yeah. Slipped out the side. Deemed an unacceptable play the ball. They scream out these days.
And it was that man, Liam Knight, making the tackle, so he's made up for his mistake. Maloney, yeah, just slight knock on, but that's enough. That's enough.
Ball in, out.
So Whitehead from the scrum. And Canberra start a set just outside their 20. It's been more than just a dogged Raiders tonight. Determined, a bit of skill. Charlie Gubb getting ready. Well, I'm hoping at some stage Gubb runs into Fisher Harris, or Fisher Harris runs into Gubb. I say this politely, a couple of madmen ready to lock horns out there tonight on GIO. On halfway, the Raiders, and will be penalised. Kade Ellis, is that a swing or is that a roundabout, that penalty, Denny?
Oh, here we go.
Well, those Sinbin. Well, this is extraordinary.
Go.
Kade Ellis, can we go to the record books? He's playing his third game. He's off to the bin for the second time in his career.
And that is slow. Don't worry about
And
them.
I'll just quickly add up how many minutes he's actually played, the young fella. He's only played 44 minutes in his career, and he's been to the bin twice.
And what's incredible about this is that Canberra have actually had a few penalties in a row. Penrith haven't given a penalty away for a period of time now. And that's what James Maloney was saying to Henry Perenara. He was confused as to why he was given 10 minutes in the bin. Anyway, there it is. There it is. 5 penalties in a row to Canberra. Penrith give away 1. They lose a player.
Yeah, I called his debut, Ellis. 10 in the bin on debut.
Against the Titans, round 6. Now, 40 minutes further on into his career, he's gone to the bin again.
He'll be very good at stretching.
He's got his name on the sin bin chair. Canberra with it. 15 metres away from the Penrith line. Quite incredible this first half. Caesar now. Whiten, Croker, Contract taken over the sideline. Crichton gets one back. The battle of the seas out of the wing. And Crichton makes the tackle on Kotrick.
Shot clock is on, right, Case?
What a tackle. Kotrick one-on-one, close to the line, and he doesn't even go close. What a shot from Crichton.
Just the way they manned up, didn't they? There's 3 men. Started with Cleary, did his job. Onto the centre from Farre. Beautiful play from Crichton.
I can't help but laugh.
The ball player.
This guy.
Nate Ellis. The boy from Dubbo.
He just got on.
I met his mates too after his debut, and they're scallywags. They're good lads.
Oh, they'd be giving him some crap during the week.
Is there a betting market, sin bin? But he wasn't to blame for earlier infringements, and he's the poor bloke that gets pinged
I don't know why
for a soft penalty.
I don't even know why he's drinking the Powerade. He doesn't need it. What does he need the Powerade for?
Oh, dear. There you go. We'll get the Fox Sports. I don't know where we'd ever find that stat, but boy, oh boy, it'd be hard to think that someone got sin bin twice inside their first 3 matches. And I'm talking limited minutes. It hasn't even been on for half a football.
Can't take him out. That's 3.
False start here.
Can't take him out, Tyrone. Come on.
The barrier they go.
Go, 3.
4.5 minutes away from half-time. Fox League Friday night doubleheader to kick off round 14. Titans v Rabbitohs is game 2. Before we cover games in Christchurch, in Newcastle and Darwin tomorrow. Whiten with a trap. And back he comes. This game, if I could use the expression, reeks of a close finish this far out. And last year it went down to last play wins it, or last points of the night or afternoon win it. Penrith were the last scorers in both games to win. Both margins were 4 last year. Here's Gubb with it. Not my hairdo, but I like him as a player. Really goes left. Whiten on to Croker. Soliola misses out Kotrick. Get away from the sideline, Kotrick. Crichton, what a battle.
Last tackles.
Good stuff. Good comeback, Christian Crichton. Rapana with a kick. Where'd that come from? Have I ever seen that? A right foot hook. Are we sure it's John Rapana?
Reasonable.
Where did that come from?
So much to talk about in this half.
What happened? How did he end up there? How is he the designated kicker? I take it from that shot that wasn't Ricky's tactic.
No way.
That is news to Ricky Stewart.
Done one of your greats, Paddy Richards. Get him in there for a kick.
Ricky didn't even know whether Rapana was right or left footer. He's produced a 40-20. 5 from the line.
Hold it up. Hold it up. James, we're not going here again.
Go to the
We're not going here again. That is a blatant handball. Not now. We're not going here again. You need to clean this up.
Next one.
Well, from in front, they will go. They'll go for goal for 8 all.
So there's a blatant hand on the ball. He doesn't get set for 10. Paul.
When they're on the rack, they're on the rack on the back of a 40-20 kicked by Jordan Rapana.
I have worn them, yes, but they have improved.
30-10.
30-10.
Has he ever kicked in general play before? Sure, he's done something close to the line, but
that is a blatant handball.
has he ever kicked the ball in general play?
That was off the. It was shot out of a gun.
He's an amazing player. Jordan Rapana. Croker converts. 8 all. They get a penalty goal on the back of the 40-20. I think they were brewing for the try, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, they got one less player as well. There was 13 up against 12, so it's a great opportunity for Canberra. Penrith happy to receive a penalty and just cop the 2 points in that situation.
Especially, you had another last warning, didn't you? So maybe we're going to go down to 11. which would have been interesting because he called him out.
It's just so amazing how this game is being reffed exactly like Origin the other night, Vossi.
It is your mate, Braith.
Look.
Poor old
7-4.
Cade Ellis.
Oh, what a lonely place to be.
It sucks.
What's he thinking about right now?
It sucks. There's no other way of putting it. Hello, Cade. Give us a wave. We feel sorry for you, brother. We're feeling your pain.
I know what he wants to give you.
We promise your career will get better, Cade.
The only way is up.
Young talent. But not every player goes to the sin bin every second game. With the ball.
Tackle one, James. Now holds on it.
So, final minute of a highly entertaining first half where some of the unbelievable has happened. The Havili quick tap was an interesting one. But then had to be told, no, once you tapped it, you do have to do something, Saliba.
The stoppages for blood bin.
Stoppages for blood bin.
Oh, not even blood bin.
Braith
Blood.
took over boss of the referees. I mean, it's all happening here.
Let go!
Wide and short of the 40. Wide here. And then a forward pass to Rapana. Penrith, if they want to pack the scrum quickly.
Time off.
And now because the ball has been
kick
kicked
the ball
downfield, the clock gets stopped anyway.
I've got the scrum, mate. You go there.
Yeah, Rapana just kicks the ball away in the end. He probably shouldn't have because it looks like we were just going to head into half-time. Penrith weren't too keen to form the scrum. Now they get one opportunity, but they'll only get the one.
I saw Benji Marshall kick a 50-metre field goal right on half-time against the Titans many years ago out at Campbelltown. Would Nathan Cleary have a big strike in him from halfway? He'll get the ball from the scrum. There's only 15 seconds.
It's too cold.
Here he is. He'll go the shot. And it's nothing like Benji's. Not even in the same postcode, state or country. Croker is onto it. And he'll kick it into touch to end an amazing first half. There you have it. I'm telling you, they've only had 2 golden point games all year. This has got GP written all over it, and I don't mean doctor. Back they come, the Raiders. I wonder if there's a little regret that they went penalty goal when Penrith had the one man down to the bin. I know it gets it to 8-all, but...
Well, they had to level the scores, Vossi. They had to level the scores. The temptation was all too much. Jack White had a great first half, nearly scored a try. 7 runs for 78 metres, and he was lethal on that left-hand side in that combination with Croker. It was a big finish to the second half from the Canberra Raiders. They've only completed 64%, and they've made 9 errors, 7 more than Penrith, but they have looked more threatening with the ball in hand.
And fellas, Fox League viewers, stand by. The Fox Sports Lab have outdone themselves. We have found a player that, like Cade Ellis, was sin-binned in 2 of his first 3 games. We will have that for you in a moment. Second half here at GIO Stadium, an 8-all scoreline between 2 teams that played nail-biters when they went head-to-head last year. And Gubb has the first run of the second half. Possession rate starts the second half, 53-47. Penrith dominated early like few teams have this year. Turned over by the Raiders, and out it comes for Peachey, who was dialed into the first 15 minutes and then has rarely been sighted. So Panthers with the ball, what an opportunity. Straight after the resumption. Ricky Stewart barely time to get the sideline, and that's what's happened. Katoa and Cleary. Remembering the Panthers still down to 12 men.
Tackle
With
2.
Cade Ellis in the sin bin. As we're calling him now, played less Ellis.
Brilliant.
And the ball comes to Tamo. He's 8 metres away from the line. What a chance as the Panthers go with Cleary, and then onward Tenny Zalesiak. Not at full pace, they're playing advantage.
10 metres, mate. Left
And offside on the goal line. Unsided on Wednesday night.
He couldn't help himself.
There you go.
Henry, there's Ellis warming up. He'll need the warm-up because he's hasn't been on the field long.
Well, here is the stat of the century. Penrith will go for goal, it appears, but Cade Ellis, sin-binned twice in the first 3 appearances in first grade, has matched what former Cronulla centre Paul Bell did 1991. He was sin-binned on debut coming off the bench, and then 2 weeks later, or in his 3rd game, he was also sin-binned. It has happened before. So what an elite club that is. It's not quite the Immortals, but Kate Ellis, Paul Bell, you can have a T-shirt made up, both of you. I've been binned 2 out of 3 games. Well done, Fox Sports Lab. You have no lives. I don't know how you found that one.
Yeah, they get 120.
Well, you feel sorry for Ellis. I don't know. We'll have to have a little sort of sit down and a chat to the referees about how we can stay on the field.
So over to Maloney. By the way, I did Aidan Caesar a disservice in the first half. He's another 80% plus kicker out there. Both sides have a choice of kickers who kick career over 80%. Maloney successful. Panthers back in front by 2. Megan Barnard sideline.
Yeah, Bossy, a bit of injury news out of the Panthers. Viliame Kickout's night is over. He's done his MCL. Anthony Griffin told his boys to stay in the battle and not be soft. From Ricky, he said, stay tough, stick to the game plan. He's obviously disappointed that that man there, BJ Leilua, is missing. He failed his HIA early in the game.
That's huge. Kickout out for the game, MCL, so he could be out for a couple of weeks. And Denny's been great for them, hasn't he?
He sure has. I think it's a grade 2, which is looking at a bit of time and a bit of a brace, and he's just starting to get back to some sort of form after a bit of a layoff early in the season, but hopefully best wishes to him. Need him back out in that field.
All right, so both teams down a man on their interchange benches. Tamo with the carry and a pretty strong wall of defence. We're seeing more of Ellis either in the dressing room and out the tunnel, the poor bloke that he was on the field. And Wateni Zelezniak with the ball. Already the memes have gone out, Braithen Astor. Current mood, and there's a shot of Ellis with a towel over his head that's gone viral on social media. It is so cruel. Kick from inside the 40, cut off by Whiten. Canberra in possession. Across field they go.
Tackle 1. Square 1.
Now for Croker. Stage of Canberra led the game. But that wouldn't be such a bad thing the way Penrith finished both matches last year to snatch victory. Really chipping away. Josh Hutchins' comeback could even be as early as next week. In the meantime, Avili set to sign a new contract as Rapana goes off. He's lost the ball. Well, Jordan is having the box of chocolates assorted tonight.
Yeah, it's been a mixed night from Rapana. It's a nice run off the back of a really good dummy half carry from Avili, and they were full of momentum again. They've made too many errors. That's their 11th error of the game. He's come up with the 40-20, which was incredible, but he's made 4 errors himself.
It's just uncalled for, wasn't it, Braith? You just need to try and get that ball under the wing and play it. He's looking to offload, and that's the way he plays, so you can't deny that. Sometimes going to be good rocks or diamonds, but you know, the start to this second half for the Raiders, an error, penalty, error. Get back in the shed, have a breather.
We're back 13 on 13 now. Penrith possession. Friday night second match, Gold Coast Titans against the South Sydney Rabbitohs, the rampant, raging Rabbitohs.
We've got some more headgear out there with Bateman too. Boss, you can have a look now. Strapping.
Like absolute from miles up in Campbell Gillard given the treatment. Meters away from the line last by Garb. And there will. What were you doing?
From Charlie Gubb. It's unnecessary. It's bad. It's bad. It's ill-disciplined. Apart from it being dangerous and taking out Cleary and risking injury, it's poor form for him on the back of 2 errors from his side, 2 penalties. Finally, they put a decent set of 6 in defence on it, and they just give away a stupid penalty like that.
It's how crazy our game is. Should be on report as well.
Oh, it's a charge.
Told you before, no more penalties.
No question.
They've been having a bit of a fun with Kate Ellis, but what do you do later on someone for 1 second too long, and then we see a play like that, he doesn't go to the bin. So,
yeah, good question.
What are we doing?
Or
Wait,
statement.
wait.
I'm standing down. I'm standing
Back
down.
of the line. Waiting, wait.
Oh, shorter than Mal Meninga's political career. As Tamo brings the ball up for Penrith. 4 metres away from the line. It's been a poor start to the second half from Canberra. Cleary and Maloney. They're not on the swing and roundabout. They're on the slippery dip at the moment.
Man, you've got to get
The
up.
Raiders. Yo to play it. And there's Katoa. Little sleight of hand there for Campbell Gillard. He was running back towards his own goal line. In Canberra, they need to hang on. Cleary's going to kick. He's looking for Harawira-Naera. Can't get a run at it.
Go to the 30 bucks.
Not only will Canberra get the ball, but the 7 tackles set. And off goes Croker. May not have been right on the line where he took the tap, but there you go.
Yeah, that's a big error from Cleary. You don't see that too often from him, and it could be a turning point. Canberra needed this. They need to complete this set. They just need to complete this set.
It's just outside their 30. The kick from Nathan Cleary. Interesting to note, he's only forced the 1-line dropout this year. Mind you, he's only played the handful of games, but still 1 from 5. You don't sort of expect that from one of your key kickers. He's going to play 5 metres inside his own half. Healy takes off, goes straight past Campbell Gillard. Ball bounces forward and Penrith have got it. Unfortunate there for the Raiders. Another error. 12 now for the night.
They have not completed a set in the second half, as that's a risky pass.
Well, Austin has forced the drop ball from Peachey. Play on for Rapana. And Jordan's Knights. The box of chocolates. It's all Turkish delights. He's got it in his hand. Presented with a 4-pointer. Hello, bunker. Come in, Braith.
0 tackle.
Come back. Help us
Start
out.
with a try. This is the ball, and it's not one strip.
So here we go. Is it a strip or does he lose it? There's a hand in there, as we can see from Blake Austin, but it comes off the ball. There's another hand in there that seems to go forward. This could be a knock-on from Blake Austin. There's a hand there, it comes off, and then it touches again. He is facing his goalposts. And to me, Denny, that looks like a knock-on.
It looks like a knock-on. It will be a knock-on. I'm sure to make a call, but what's been happening in the training sessions since they had a bye last week? Both these teams. It's been a crazy match at the minute.
But is it loose carry by Peachey for, at the very least, for Canberra, knock on
so.
Penrith?
You would think so.
Rather than the knock on Austin. If you're going to deny them the try, surely Peachey is loose carry.
Well, I don't even think, I mean, he plays it at first. Austin plays at the ball at first, but the second time he doesn't seem to be playing at it.
It's a one-on-one strip. They'll rule, I'm sure, and it'll be a knock-on.
A knock-on against
Canberra.
We'll see. I'm hoping
It's a loose carry by Tyrone Peachey with the live decision of trial. We have insufficient evidence to say that Blake Austin
insufficient evidence!
It's a loose carry, they say.
Insufficient evidence!
Oh, this gets
and
better.
Jordan Rapana grounds the ball in the in-goal area. We have a decision.
Well, there you go. It's time to buy a ticket in Lotto Saturday night for Jordan Rapana and the Raiders and all their fans. I don't think Ricky knows the news yet. Yes. Oh, there you go, Ricky. Congratulations. Well, that's amazing. Insufficient evidence, boys.
I did not see that coming. I truly believe that Austin here knocks the ball out of his arms. Whether he's playing at it or not, he knocks it out, he knocks it out of his arms. And if he touches Austin's hand, it goes forward. It has to go forward.
Like the definition of insufficient evidence is where obscured vision, we've got clear line of sight. You had to make a call either way. It's drop ball or strip, or drop ball by both. I mean,
we're up in arms at the moment, but if you come up with the other call, I think everyone would have got on with it, wouldn't they? But at the moment, I didn't see that coming.
On the night.
I'm shocked.
It's an amazing place, Canberra.
Put that in the file.
This is bizarre. This game's bizarre. I love it. I love it.
Put this to the upper house. The upper house here, the Senate need to vote on this one. Like, look. I'm saying from the other angle, there was sufficient evidence to rule something. Not rule.
It was clear as day from that angle, from the front angle, sorry. Anyway.
What a night. The 40-20 kicker, 4 handling errors, now a 4-pointer.
And half an hour left. How good. Could be anything.
Canberra lead 14-10. It's about to snow. Megan Barnard covered in icicles.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
You're a trooper. There's a chips and gravy at Goulburn KFC waiting for you. As Canberra have the ball 15 out from their own line. What a night. The Raiders have had very little go their way this second half, a lot by their own doing. And yet they get the first try. And here is Charlie Gubb with it. This is not our job to play match review, but just on precedence. I mean, he will be charged for the challenge on Cleary, and Danny raised a good point. Why not sin bin? Now, Veely 15 metres inside their own half. Here he is. He was a butterfly champion, Danny, and that is true story. Butterfly champion.
Well, he has the physique as a butterfly champion.
Well, there you go. He was. I think he still holds some records.
He doesn't quite look like Ian Thorpe, does he? I mean,
you know, you're swimming, bro.
I'm thinking Jack Whiten. I look like a swimmer, but
he's a trampolinist. Remember, he did his toe on the trampoline. You get your sports wrong, boys. Come on. We're Fox Sports. Live up to it. Big pep talk. Now the ball with Crichton. Hope that battle continues in the second half. Crichton v. Kotrick. With a couple of good moments in this. More than a couple. Katoa almost through there. 14-10. Raiders turn to defend. And Maloney floats it across. Here's Peachey. I think there's some potential match winners out there in a tight contest. Last tackle. Maloney's kick. And Croker's there. It's come loose. I've got insufficient evidence to rule against it. That'd be something, Kate Ellis. He deserves something. They don't even check it. Poor old Kate.
That was a good chase here from the Penrith Panthers. Made the kick even better than what it was. Watene Zelezniak went up for it. He knocked it on. Perinara, the referee, right on the spot. We'll see it here. Goes forward. Good call from the referee.
Move now, Corey.
And Caesar and Kotrick fall over and sink in the in goal. And now Soliola with it outside the 20. No Leilua, no kick out for the rest of the night for the two teams. Whiten on the 30. Veely. Oh, and now Liam Knight with an old-fashioned high tackle.
Hey, Blake!
Two front rowers on young front rower.
Keep going, Torres.
It got him. Well, the first impression was it got him.
Blake, I don't need you to run
He gets
that
both.
far.
He gets
We had the penalty.
Campbell Gillard's left and he gets Tamo's right.
first contact in the ball here. That's high.
Canberra penalty will take them inside the half of the Panthers. And there's another one who's had a mixed night, Liam Knight.
Take it out of my hands if you do that. That's right. That's you. Yeah.
So, free kick for Canberra from the penalty. 35 away from the Penrith line.
He got to the winger in. Back in the day, that used to be the play. He'd be sending Kotrick in.
And Liam Knight gone off for the HIA, has he not? And Canberra will try and march on here towards the Panthers try line. As a goal line is now Papali spinning, then copped a clip. At least he can smile about it. Maloney trying a little judo hold to get him down. 10 from the line. And now Blake Austin, they're back centre field with Bateman. 15 from the line. And Caesar just tipped on for Croker.
Last tackle, Corey,
Close to the line, last tackle. Severely pushes Whiten out of the way. Delivers the pass. Caesar with a little bend on the kick. It's gone right over the head. He curved it like Caesar.
It was a beautiful kick. Jack Whiten's having a game on this left-hand edge, looking dangerous, quick hands. It was beautiful. Caesar, the kick was too good for Rapana. Papali again.
Got swatted.
Yeah, that's play on. Trying to get the penalty, this kick from Caesar. If Rapana holds his sideline, it is perfect, but it was a nice kick. It was a beautiful kick from Caesar as Merrin. He wants to get back out there. Looks like Egan might be coming on the field as well.
Yeah, Wade Egan. His 5th game. Still hasn't played in total 80 minutes. He's had 68 minutes in his 4 appearances. Shannon Boyd's up on his feet. Boyd sitting down on the bench is at all here. Penrith ball 15 metres out from their own half, and they are getting that double change away now with Egan and Merrin, and you'll see Egan dash in here to dummy half. Here he is, the boy from Lithgow. Cleary on for Harawira-Naera. Running there, trying to get past Croker. This time with Faray. Towards halfway, Penrith would want to be next to score. I mean, it's nowhere near desperate stage, but just at Canberra with their tails up at home, if they got out to lead by 10, it might be hard to run down tonight. And back on the last tackle for a deep kick. It's gone right over the head of Whiten. Now bounces left. Whiten's got a decision to make. Wow, what a roll of the dice in front of Tyrone Phillips. Now icy cold as his blood.
That's too close. Too close for comfort there. That left hand of Phillips could have easily snuck around there.
I understood why Whiten let it bounce, but because the kick was strong from Maloney. Maloney got a great bounce, but then it was risky. That last play from Whiten.
A Friday night on Fox League and around, of course, you see every game live right here every weekend, but this is just on the back of Origin. It's got a good feel about it as Boyd loses the ball there. So another error by Canberra, but it's a round of football that you look at a lot of matches and you just go, wow, I don't know what's going to happen.
You see this a lot in the game at the moment. The bench players come on, and whether or not it's an error or a penalty that happens, and it's just a mindset when you come on. You might have to do some supports or something to get yourself into the game, but you do see a lot of that now.
That's not good enough from Boyd. He's a senior player on this side now. He's, one of their confronting front rows, gets on the field and then comes up with a simple error and just halts the momentum and puts them under pressure.
Don't strike at it, Prof.
Talk about your statistic defiers. I mean, error count. Canberra 13, Penrith 4. Scoreline, Canberra lead 14-10. They've almost made as many errors as they've scored points. It's a massive difference. And now Yo with it for Penrith. 35 away from the Raiders line. Egan gets them going for Maloney to pump it along for Ellis. Saliola and Boyd in the tackle. Needs to slow it down. Harawira-Naera running off Cleary there. Up to the 20. A couple of tackles left here in this set for Penrith. Egan and Merrin. We know he's got an offload. Almost got it as well to Ellis. He would have been under the posts. Last tackle, Penrith. Maloney, beautifully weighted kick. Oh, and Rapana, he was trying to knock it dead. Was unsuccessful and somehow hung on to the ball. Now he may have done his hamstring.
He's done his hemi. He said it out loud. He said, I've done my hemi. He gets back, tries to knock it over the dead ball line. Luckily, it falls into place. He grabs that right hamstring straight away. He's gone.
This has been at a bizarro world for Jordan Rapana tonight.
It's high up in the hamstring as well. Never nice.
He was trying to knock that dead. I mean, that if he succeeds, or it's maybe still have been a Penrith try. It was such a, an almost untidy attempt. It was difficult. It's slippery ball and all the rest under pressure. Penrith, though, could have so easily have scored.
It was a beautiful kick because he had to turn and chase really quickly. They were aware of it. The left-hand side chase were aware of the kick. They were ready for it. So he did a really good job to get to the ball in the first place. But in the meantime, he's tore his hamstring.
Well, he's missing his right edge partner, and Peachey. Leilua.
Well, they're going to have both off the field.
They're going to have both off the field. So much strike for them over the years they've been together.
It's going to take everything in their power to get away with this one.
Well, this is an interesting one now. I'm not quite sure why Jordan removed himself from the in goal. So now you're obliged to restart play. That he's cleared himself off. You know, we don't need time off with the play now outside the field. Hingono ready to come on. There's going to be serious redeployment now for Ricky.
Yeah, that's us coming now. He's off the field, so we're going to go.
That's right. Well, there you go. He's been off the field for 35 seconds, Henry. Sorry to bring that news to you, but the moment he's off the field, of course, Hingono can go on. We just need to get this game started. That's the fabric of the football. We don't just stand around and watch.
I really like it.
Interchanges.
Let's get this show on the road, eh?
It's amazing.
Medicab coming out.
Hingono is going to go to right wing. The backup hooker is being sent out to right wing to play outside the back rower, Elliot Whitehead, at right centre. And now we may need to stop because the Medicab's going to be up close to the dead ball line. I don't know what the protocol is here.
You coming on?
Is it a danger to us? The golf buggy?
Play on.
He's hoping he's okay. He's a speedster, isn't he, Rapiner? He needs those hamstrings in good nick.
Yeah, and not good with that test again. The Kiwis and England just around the corner, which we'll have for you on Fox League from Denver. Penrith 31 away from the line. Well, surely they throw something down the Raiders' right side. Test out a makeshift combination. And now Maloney, they come the opposite way. They trail by 4. It could all change very quickly. Cleary, and on this time, Fisher-Harris. Caught up there by Bateman and Boyd, the head bandage duo. Now they come across that side. Maloney straightens up. Good tackle, Dynamis Louis. Maloney slow to his feet. And they're going to try to play close to the ruck with Campbell Gillard. He has scored twice in his last 3 games for Penrith. Doesn't go close there.
And then Hingono with a big sigh of relief there. They're short at all times. Never tested him once. Trains in the middle of the field. He gets thrown out in that right wing. They have to go down there, the Penrith Panthers.
Really good defence then from Havili and Sia-Soliola on the goal line, and also the halves, Caesar and Austin have been defending enormously well tonight.
Canberra can't afford to lose another back. The only bloke they got on the bench is Charlie Gubb. I know his brother Peter plays wing for Wynnum up at the Intrust Super Cup, but I don't think Charlie plays a lot of the back line. They are down to 1 fresh man on the bench, Canberra. Liam Knight still undergoing that HIA. The kick from Austin Long. They're fielded by Latini Zalesniak. Penrith are on the 30. As we zero in on the final quarter of a very entertaining first match in round 14 on Fox League. And Harawira with that run. Louis there in defence. Now inside Canberra's half. Cleary will take it up for Maloney. He's really tried hard, James. Well caught by Whitehead and Austin. They're trying to get out there to that wing. Peachey to Maloney and back to Setterfield with Fisher-Harris. Little thing. Last tackle. How's Hingono under a high ball? We're not kicking that way. Cleary looking repeat set. Looking repeat set. Too long again. He's second 1.5.
Yeah, 2 in a row from Cleary. Not good enough. And they didn't go over to Hingono. Hingono is on the wing, as you mentioned, Vossi. They've got Tyrone Phillips up against him. He looks vulnerable out there. He looks like he's out of position, which he is. And still they go to the right-hand side. That kick from Cleary could be critical.
Croker with it. He's outside the 40. Well, you tell me, fellas, you've been there, done that. You realise a positional change as makeshift as that straight away?
Oh, yes. You can't be obsessed with it, but you have to exploit it at the same time. It's just an easy, simple kick out there.
Now Boyd with that run. We will check on Rapana in just a moment with Megan. We'll see how this set plays out. Austin, away to Whitehead. He's been good in the centres before. He's just a good all-round player. Elliot Whitehead, 15 from the line. Austin now switch back. He finds Papali on the wing. What a pass! They've cloned Joey Leilua. And he's produced a pass. They've cloned Jordan Rapana in the shape of Elliot Whitehead to dive over. On an amazing night in Canberra. Write another chapter about that try.
What a pass this is from Papali. There is nothing doing. Austin goes to the right-hand side. Papali says, what am I going to do? I'm going to come up with a miracle. What a pass. What a flick pass on to Whitehead. What options does he have? Well, he doesn't have any to start off with, and in the end, he comes up with an incredible play. A huge play.
What a reaction from the dressing room.
That's my wing. That's my try. I would have been there. Rapana stoked. It's just a try befitting of this match. It's had a bit of everything. But it just shows you the skill sometimes. You get the ball to someone, just back their own ability and skill. It doesn't have to be structured. Still the same amount of points. A big try in this match.
7th for the season to Elliot Whitehead. What a valuable player he is. There he is, serious discussions with Ada Hingana. I've scored your try because you're the right winger.
And where were you?
And he's just fired back. Well, Papali's not a centre. Let's get into Megan Barnard. Let's get the report on Jordan Rapana. While he's all smiles in the dressing room, that's not the story with the injury.
No, and there's a look on his face there. It is that hamstring, as you three feared. That's what club medical staff are telling me. His night is well and truly over. Hopefully it is not too serious. We'll certainly find out after the game. Liam Knight has just come back to the bench. It looks like he may be about to take the field. And I'll tell you what a wave of emotion that Ricky Stewart and the Raiders have ridden tonight, but they were certainly overjoyed with that try.
18-10, they've done it again, Canberra. They've topped 16 points. It's quite a run. It's now 13 matches straight. Just the 4th time in the club's history. And Croker, the trusty left boot. He's a pearler. He's from Goulburn, you know. And Canberra find themselves in front by 10. Game they trailed. Did they trail by 8 at one stage? What a performance. 17 to go. And what about Sunday from 10 a.m. Horn v Crawford. Our own Jeff Horn up against the highly credentialed Terence Crawford. He's a gangster from Nebraska. He was once shot in the head. It's quite a backstory. Sunday, 10 a.m. live, Channel 507. You can order now, mainevent.com.au. Watch the fight. Then get into a big double Sunday afternoon of Sharks and Tigers and Storm and Broncos. How good are those two matches on Fox League on Sunday? Canberra up by 10. Penrith have got a bit of chasing to do. They have proven it before. They've proven it against this team. And now the competition leaders are put to the test. Harley, great performance backing up from Origin. 27 tackles, 10 hit-ups, try assist now with the magic try.
He's been rampaging on Wednesday night, wasn't he? I think 39 minutes he played. Did his job off the bench there for the Maroons. The first pick next game.
Canberra will kick from inside the 40. Caesar angles it across field. Skids. Into the clutches of Phillips. Teddy Zalesny. Goal! Boy! There is the great wall of Soliol.
He can pull a hit off. Sia Soliola played with him at the Roosters. One of the best, one of the biggest hitters in the game. And the kick from Caesar wasn't a good one, but this shot from Sia Soliola, well, he makes up for it.
Got the first 2 tackles. After that one from Sia, they backed it up. Real slow ruck. Struggling for metres here, the Panthers.
Renare's lost the ball.
6 more.
They say 6 to go.
0.
So not projected forward by Penrith. Farray with it. 40 away from the Raiders line. Egan and Cleary right across. They've got depth on that left side. Straight through goes Jimmy. Maloney passes Young. Cut down by Papali. What a game he's having. Peachey now from dummy half.
Short there for
Comes up short. Josh Papali has produced a try-saving tackle. Cleary, and on it comes away with Teddy Zalesniak. Then for Campbell Gillard. Campbell Gillard is caught by Caesar, Soliola and Louis. That's 4 tackles up. 15 minutes remaining in this one. Maloney, there's an overlap. Cleary to Peachey. Peachey will score. The Panthers right in the ball game.
You're happy, Bucks?
Try to Tyrone Peachey. It is 6 the difference with 14 and a half to go.
Well, go back to James Maloney's decisive run there and that beautiful tackle. Here it is here. Well, there's the knock on. Oh, the ball on the ground, which deemed as 6 more. Here it goes on to Maloney here. Show and go. Gets past Papali, but never gives up. Tackles Yo. Then they come up with his play back here. Look at poor Adahingano. He comes in field, thinking there's going to be a kick on. Cleary just sums it up. And the ever-impressive and elusive Peachey back in the game.
Yeah, you got a feel for Hingano there. I mean, he's in no man's land, but he's not used to being in that position. Normally a hooker playing on the wing, and finally they get over there and they take full advantage of it. Tyrone Peachey, second try for tonight. We said it earlier, when he touches the ball, something seems to always happen for him. He's just one of those players, exciting to watch, and he gets his side back into the match.
Fifth time in the career of Tyrone Peachey. He's scored 2 or more tries. He's won on the previous 4 occasions. Maloney with a kick from the sideline. Here's the goal-kicking shootout. It's the Wild West. They're banging them over from right out on the touchline. 20 points to 16 here on Fox League. First game of round 14. Megan on the sideline.
Yeah, game on here in Canberra, Bossy, and he'd certainly be feeling the freshest of those 4 Panthers players backing up from Origin, Tyrone Peachey, and it's showing tonight. That's now 5 tries in his past 5 matches against the Raiders. Now, don't forget, a big game coming up next is the Titans v the Rabbitohs, so keep it locked on Fox League.
Time on.
That was a huge kick from Maloney. I mean, they're only 4 points behind now instead of 6. And Canberra, with their injuries and key players out of position, they're vulnerable. They're under the pump.
Another run for Campbell Gillard. He's led the hit-up count for Penrith tonight. 14 runs of the football, backing up from his Origin debut. Well, a little test of Canberra's mettle now. They work so hard to get in front by 10. Mirren, he's lost the ball. One of the most experienced Panthers has been ruled to have lost it. Poor old Trent. And there's poor old Jordan Rapana stiffening up now. And his mate, Joey Leilua, out the back. What a night. You know, just all the events in this 67.5 minutes.
They keep continuing to answer the questions that are thrown at them, Canberra, and they're defying the odds. From the very beginning of this game, with no possession at the very start, penalties against them, they just keep answering.
And now Austin, right across field. Oh, he's been caught high!
Just wrong-footed there.
So they take us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, 2016, it's the goal kick. Oh, there you go. It's a dramatic one, isn't it?
You take the 2 with a sharp shooter like Croker in your team. Definitely take the 2.
Harawira Naira was pinged there. Right across the board, just highlight a few of the performances of the Origin brigade. I mean, Maloney running the football tonight. It's been a big performance. Cleary a little down. Campbell Gillard has been great. Papali, though, has been just wonderful. That was great. Danny, that replay on the try-saving tackle, he was beaten badly in the front line, but turned around and chased. Well, front rower.
When you play in that arena, you have that never say die attitude in the Origin arena, and that's exactly what that's about. With a big play for his team.
31 out, 20 in from touch. Not a kick he would practice. from this position. Croker with a shot, and he's successful. Canberra back in front by 6. Just under 11 minutes remaining. What a Friday night is unfolding before your very eyes on Fox League.
They need to get this set out. Raiders, they've gone to a 6-point lead here, but what it does, they need to get this set out and get to the kick. Otherwise, they just give territory and possession back.
Last time they were in this position, they did get the set out. They kicked on tackle 4, and it was an ordinary one. If they're going to kick early, it's got to be better.
And you've got to believe that the next time Penrith have the ball, they will attack. The Raiders' right side, where Peachey got the most recent try. Croker takes the first run back. Goal kickers have come to the fore, as we thought they may. Handy that Knight passed his HIA to be back out there.
Milking! Just stand
That
up!
is quite a cry of milking there. Put some emphasis on it. Got a little palm in the face from Merrin at the end of it for his troubles. Led by Louis, he's worked hard tonight. Cockrick! Almost away. Denny was out of his chair. He had a big finish to their most recent win over Manly, Nick Cockrick. Now last play, well, they've done it to get to the end of the set. Now the big kick. Denny said it was a must. They got there. Lieutenant Zalesniak with the ball just outside his 10. 22 plays 16. And wherever you're watching too, I mean, probably the rain hasn't shown up, but it's been enough to be an inconvenience. A very slippery, wet night here in Canberra. It hasn't been torrential, but it's made for imperfect conditions. Maloney across field for Yo, and that's the way they attack. But Whitehead gets in there, and Yano gets involved as well. Inside the Raiders' half, and inside 9 minutes to go. Merrin by Havili. Havili's up to 35 tackles. Equal with Bateman at the top of the count. Farray with it. He'll kick. A bomb back to centre field. A lot of chasers there, but Whiten gets the job done.
Been very solid, Jack Whiten. Apart from Papali, he's had an enormous game. Safe at the back, and he's looked dangerous in attack. Here he goes again.
Corey, you got to get up!
Canberra have taken Knight off, so he only had a short stint back on, and Bateman's gone back out there.
All right, let go now, James.
There he is. he's now a gangster, what he's wearing there.
He needs a gold chain.
That's right. That's it. That's great. That's great. Rugby league. Beautiful. The beautiful game. That's what it is. Crichton with the ball for Penrith. So Danny thinks it's a swimming cap from his kit bag that he's had since he was a kid.
You told me he was a swimming champion.
Well, yes, a butterfly champion. It's a true story.
Swimming or 50 Cent?
Madam Butterfly. There he is. And the tuft of hair coming up, that's in tribute to former Raider Terry Regan, who on a television match was wearing headgear before the game, went to the mirror and cut out the hair wherever it was sticking out of the headgear. When he took it off, of course, he had these big clumps everywhere. Great character of the past. Farray on the opposite side of the field from where he started, loses it. Whitehead comes up with a ball.
Papali again. Papali comes up with a big play again, knocks the ball out of his arms.
Canberra, the fans that are here, are getting behind their team. Caesar on to Gubb. Straight and hard. Would they want to go 7 in front this far out? It's got to be in their thinking somewhere. Papali with it again. Caesar kicked a wobbly old field goal to beat Manly back in round 12. He is in front of the post right now. Here he is. Aidan Caesar takes the run and thrown down by Harawira Naira on tackle 4. They're still right there. And Saliva really adds to the entertainment of the night by putting one under the crossbar in one of the worst attempts you'll ever see.
Put that one in the file. Wow, this game. But when do you see that? It's always probably on for the hooker to have a shot, but
It was on.
Well, he's the fully qualified podiatrist. I think you need to get his toes checked because it was a shocking kick.
He second-guessed himself right at the last second.
What am I
You could see it. He paused. He paused just as about to kick it himself. That's horrible.
I'll tell you what, Ricky wasn't happy with that. He said a few words that I just cannot repeat.
Okay. All right, Maloney, what a night this has been. Fisher Harris with the ball. And the Panthers, off they go with Peachey. It puts them right back in. The 7 tackle set. And all the rest. Harawira with support. Has to pass it. Farai goes over for Penrith. Or did he get it down? He did it at first attempt. No, they're going to lock it straight in. Farai scores. Ends a 25-game drought. And we have the goal-kicking shootout. Maloney with a shot for 22 all.
You just felt like there was another chapter to this book, and it's James Tamo who comes up with a beautiful pass. Peachey, everything happens around him. Harawira 3-on-1, throws the pass early to Farai. Farai scores the try. Jack Whiten does his best, but his best is not good enough.
the majestic Peach floating infield and picks up Tamau. Got the return serve. That is a beautiful try. What a way to strike back. A big kick for Jimmy Maloney here.
He's doing it quick too. Got to his end of his mark. He's thinking win. He's not just thinking kicking this. He's thinking then go past that. Look at James. Look at Sir James Maloney. What about the goal kickers, Croker and Maloney? Pressure. They eat it for breakfast. 22 all with 4 to go.
Spoke about it's going to be close. Just looking at Dean Farai there. What a try. Beautiful, beautiful try. Just on Cleary. Looks to be limping around a bit out there. It's a bit of a tough mental game for him. I hope he's okay after that hit from Gubb, but just doesn't look free.
Come on.
It's amazing the confidence you take back from an Origin win like that, but I know Maloney's been an unbelievable player for the whole of 2018, but to come up with that kick, he ices it under pressure.
Amazing.
Straight over. It took no time, Bossy, no time.
Amazing stuff. The 101st game of this season. We may have only our third golden point match. 22 all inside the final 4 minutes. But there are expert field goal exponents in both sides. What a week it'd be for James Maloney if he ices this cake. Here's Cleary. Kicks from outside the 40. He's got the angle on it. Whiten will chase it down. Jack Whiten with the ball. Outside the 10. He's caught by Peachey.
We haven't had a golden point since round 3, Bossy. West Tigers feed the Broncos. That one ended.
Jermaine Osako with a penalty goal. Ball's lost. Ball is lost by the Raiders. Hanger doors open for Penrith to win this one.
Well, this is incredible. And you've got to feel for the Raiders. They've had everything go against them. And Hingano, who is playing on the wing, no Leilua, no Rapana, but a hand in there from Tamo. There was a hand in there, and Ricky Stewart is blowing up. There was a clear hand in there from Tamo. And let's have a look. Tamo, he really knocks it out. That gets knocked out. That's play on. The ball cannot come out that fast without it being played at by the Penrith Panthers.
It has been missed.
Shot clock is off. Too quick, James. Come on, let's go.
2:33 on the clock. James Maloney, 20 field goals in his NRL career. Nathan Cleary yet to kick one. Does it have to be Maloney? It would appear it is the where he's standing. Tamau knows the script, almost lost it off the end. Maloney's pointing for another one. You've got to get it to where he wants to take the shot from. Now Fisher Harris, Harawira takes it away from the post now.
They have tackles up their sleeve. Just get back to that post and Maloney will be ready.
He wants them on the left side of the post and then he'll drop it on to his right foot. So here it is. He's all set. Cleary's in position as well. It'll come back to Cleary. Yet to kick a field goal in his career. Why not kick one the week you make your State of Origin debut at 20 years of age? the front.
The sharpshooters were locked and ready, weren't they? And Cleary there right behind the ruck, and you had Maloney to his left. Young Ellis chose the right man. You couldn't go wrong with both of those players.
It's a beautiful kick from Cleary, and you know what? That just shows his composure. It shows how cool, calm, and collected he is. The man of the moment.
1 minute 45 on the clock. What a comeback from Penrith, crowd by 10. Austin's got the distance. Here comes Croker. The ball falls Penrith's way. And up comes Watene Zalesnia. Raiders may get one more use of the ball. Now the crowd set in.
Tackle one, go one.
Shout out to Kenny Edwards watching over in Perpignan. Penrith have the ball 5 metres inside their own half, and now don't make it 5. It's lost. It's lost by Fisher Harris. Canberra will get a chance. What a night. Of course they'll get a chance. It's written in the script.
Calm down, Braith. Calm down.
How good is it?
Calm down.
Oh, this is great.
How does this come out? How does this come out?
Well, it's a square up. It's a square up. It's a square up.
It's a strip by the bloke with the skull cap, and
that was a strip.
Bateman just going at it.
We can't forget Tamo stripped the ball down there, which gave Cleary that opportunity to kick the field goal.
That's right.
So now it is a square up, but Canberra need to make it count.
Not a deliberate square up.
Not a deliberate one. Not a deliberate one.
That's it. So on halfway, we look to the Raiders, to Caesar, to Austin. Can they be heroes here and send it to golden points? But it's a challenge. They're 45 metres away. We're into the final minute now with Shannon Boyd. Caesar has kicked 6 in his career. Austin has kicked 1.
2.
You think it has to be Caesar. Raiders are going to attack. Hingano, the makeshift right winger, with the ball. And there's the ball is lost. And the game may as well be as good as lost for the Raiders. They won't get a field goal shot. And a field for the young fella out on the right wing. He loses the ball. You can't dispute that call. He knows it.
Poor Adder.
And there's the chair.
You got to feel for Adder. He did a great job to hold on to that pass, playing out of position.
Timer's off.
Celebrate the Panthers players.
And there was a great opportunity. Jack Whiten again created the 3-on-2. He threw a beautiful pass to Ngannou, and I can tell you what, if Rapana was there, it could have been a different
What about
result.
a push in the scrum, mate? 2010 Roosters Tigers finals. Hey,
please.
Can we get one here?
Come on.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, no.
I don't even try it. So the final seconds of it, the competition leaders going into round 14 will stay there. Penrith and Peachey with the ball. Some Origin heroes here. What a week for James Maloney and Nathan Cleary. Maloney sideline conversion to level up at 22 all.